When something needs to be said, it needs to be said.
You get to a point where money is not complete for you. You can live your own. You can pay other people.
There's where money will do and stop, where even motivation takes over. At the end, it boils down to the leader's decision.
It was so insulting when we would come for a meeting and you always ask us for our names. Don't you know us? Like, coming down to our level is like communicating to a point where you're friendly but will never disrespect you. But when it comes to business, let's keep it business.
I hired you as an expert. I should be able to let you go and bring in another person. AI, people are very scared of it. Many people are very scared of it. I'm optimistic about it because it will take a lot of jobs. New jobs are created. Do you understand?
Of course. Our mothers were just girls that got married and then they had to figure life out. She said every day they will call her to the front, cooperative, and they will ask her, when will you bring this money? Your husband is not here, you don't have funds for your husband. She will go to cry. We are at the stage where we're making big decisions. In the next few years, some of us are going to be married. And if marriage is like Jesus Christ. Oh God, I think in the marriage love space, there's a lot of rocks going on. Weddings are for performance.
No be lie.
The love, which is the most important thing, is not there again.
Yeah.
So this is money you want.
Yeah.
People have money.
Yeah.
But you know what your husband is doing for your living. And then you in bondage.
When something needs to be said, it needs to be said.
Of course.
So business is interesting.
Yeah, it's like it brings a very stern part of you, like a very strong part of you that you know.
And all of us have to grow and embrace that part of us.
If you're pampering all of us and you're like, I don't want to hurt the person's feelings.
Yeah.
You don't just be doing work every day. You'll be paying salary with anger in your heart, like you're not even doing work. And everybody just, And I like the way we are building our teams to where everybody is of utility. Like there's no ghost worker in the sense of this person just the galavant. Everybody's working.
Everybody has deliverables and you have to meet those deliverables.
I think that's just it. It's very important. And I think like one thing I've noticed about people is like growth can be very scary. Like imagine when you're making that money by yourself, you're not paying anybody. So like this money is just for me. All of a sudden, you get to a point where money is not complete, but you can live your own and pay other people. That's like literally it's parenting. So most people don't want to take that responsibility.
Right.
And that's because your brain is only focused on making money.
Right.
If you're focused on building and expanding, you know that responsibility, you have to carry it.
Yeah.
And that involves you bringing people in and paying people. So you get big money, but like you have to chop it up.
And then finding other ways to also incentivize to where it's not just like it's money that is keeping us here.
Yeah.
Like, there's where money will do and stop, where even motivation takes over. There's where money will do and stop, where being the example takes over. Like you said, you would see me make modifications to things, and it's not because I'm saying I was wrong before, but new orientation just come, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Or from a different POV, if I've hired you to do the thing and you're an expert, I hired you as an expert, I should be able to let you go and bring in another person. Basically, leadership is meant to be proactive, I would say, right? So it's like, at the end, it boils down to the leader's decision. Either you're not hiring the right people, or you're not training your people, or you're not,
Yeah, I think when we would communication, we'll just be gisting about that. People, it was so insulting when we would call for a meeting and you always ask us for our names. Don't you know us? I mean, you don't need to know my name, but stop asking me, what's that your name again? It was so annoying. So people don't know that leadership is like you are coming down to our level. You don't need to do like this. Even like coming down to our level is like communicating to a point where you're friendly but will never disrespect you. But they don't know how to keep that. They don't know how to build that kind of thing where I'm close to you, but when it comes to business, let's keep it business. So that's the only way they can try, by being up and keep everybody down. And communication is very important.
Interesting. African business.
I'm telling you.
And AI. AI, people are very scared of it. Many people are very scared of it. I'm optimistic about it.
Why are they scared?
I mean, the idea that it will take a lot of jobs is real, because it will take a lot of jobs. But then the upside to it is when new technology comes, new jobs are created. Do you understand?
Of course.
And technology is subject to human ingenuity in the sense of we can always adapt, humanity.
Exactly.
We can always adapt. And yes, people who know how to use different applications of AI and such, they will definitely get ahead of people that are not using it. It's like somebody that is using telecom till date. They don't have SIM card. Like these technologies will keep coming. From the days of, why are you not still riding horse? automobile is a technology that came. If you were still using horse to your office, you'd be going late.
Very
But
late.
people adapted to the automobile. Now there's self-driving vehicles. It will take away the job of chauffeur,
Yeah.
right? But
We'll find a problem
there'll still be a new application of that technology, and humans
will be needed.
Yeah, so AI is a good tool for us.
I think it's the I don't want to say it's an African thing, but it's the idea that we like to pride in. Now my head I used to do this thing. So when AI comes, like, oh, now I'm telling people that I don't feel like I did it again. If AI is assisting me to do something, so people prefer to sit and research from morning till night than just use AI and like let's work together and then give me this thing.
I laugh at
and
that thing when people say, "Oh, I want to use my head and do everything." That Microsoft Word that you're typing, why don't you use pen and be writing it on paper?
Because that do that one. Do you understand? So like be open to collaborate, and this involves even still people.
Yeah.
If you can't work with people and say you hire people but you are not using them, you still be going through the same circle. But look at the way you're boiling sometimes. Unless I'll see your snap and I'm like, look at this. Like you're working this human being is here sipping on champagne or what?
My God.
And it's because you let yourself be like, okay, let me give these people stuff. You might even still be working there.
Yeah.
But the idea that you can carry yourself and say, today like I want to change environments and you just go and sleep somewhere.
Yeah.
It's because you have let people be like, I know you will fail sometimes though, but I trust you guys to figure it out.
Yeah.
We don't trust ourselves enough to work with people. And that's still the same thing with AI. If I work with AI, how will I defend it? There are some things it can help you do faster. And then you can bring your own brain into it and work with it. So that's why people are still scared of, because if you don't grow, like then you still be here.
Exactly. Just the question, and it's like this also, when the deployment of AI is concerned, all the industries that we see today, many of them are already powered by technology that is likened to AI.
Reach out to some people on LinkedIn and you're like, oh, I can help you do this. And like, what are you? Don't just do for me that AI cannot.
Right.
Yeah.
But then no, so here's another thing now. Even with AI, you know how, okay, let's go back to just normal coding. People can write code, but there's going to be people who can write better code. There's people that can use Microsoft Word, waiting that they carry and do. Even you wake up for laptop,
How?
you know if you understand that. Microsoft Excel.
Yeah.
There's people that can do things with Microsoft Excel that you cannot even fathom.
Do you get?
Right? It's the same thing that's going to be with artificial intelligence. ChatGPT alone. Me personally, because I've been training myself, the things I will be able to do, and there's something I did for one lady. I showed her, she was looking at me like, I used her laptop to do it for her. And it's the same ChatGPT that she had been struggling with to use. And I came and it's very easy. So it's like, all you need to do is forgo fear and then try and see that, if at all, make I even learn the thing. Especially because right now there is no expert.
Yes.
All of us are children in the thing.
Oh, I just discovered this thing. I'll talk about it. People just see somehow like, oh, that boy is still, everyone is still learning.
We're all still learning the thing. So just put your head down and learn the thing, and over time. So that's my thoughts about that.
Yeah, I agree.
Clean girl aesthetics.
Yeah, I think it was this Kiki Osibanjo. She has a brand called Sia. Very nice. Clean girl. Actually, that's really what her brand is about. Is them wearing all these cute dresses and all of that. She was just saying, not every girl has to fall into the clean girl aesthetic.
Okay,
like,
she was saying
it here because she's like,
wait, Kiki Osibanjo, that's a former vice president's daughter or something?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So she was like, not everybody has to be a clean girl. Like, you don't have to fit into it.
Does she want you to be dirty girls? What's going on?
No, it's not. I'm trying to explain it. You see the way you see the Selena sisters, right?
Sweet Selena.
Selena, Kama, sorry.
Yeah.
You see the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
There's something that you just say, oh, these girls are like clean.
They are nice. Fairly.
Yeah, like
Shout out to
you call them clean girls. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Must everybody be like that? And is that the only standard for beauty? That's not the only standard for beauty. And people are not always just following trends because, oh, look, this is the new way. They'll say we're fine. Meanwhile, you can just wear your shorts and top and your sneakers and it makes you look
it's nice to be a pen thing, though, isn't it?
Nobody can be paying without. What I'm saying is, like, don't subject yourself to what everybody is doing. Now, let me explain. When I was in school, there was a way people would see me then that people would be wondering, like, maybe same clothes. Where I know where I bought this clothes from. Do you understand? And people would just assume that the clothes is a certain amount. But me, I knew where I got it from. Do you understand? And that's because
you're giving now. You're giving model. You're giving.
Do you understand? It's courage.
Yeah.
There's what you will still wear that clothes and you will not give. The clothes that they are selling now, where somebody else wearing, and like, put in this. And it's not because of it, but confidence comes out in the way you dress also. There's when you wear clothes and walk. This big pants and things people used to wear before was like oversized.
Yeah.
The thing that's really was skinny jeans, tight things, but not wearing free stuff like that. I don't know, this is
For
just
me, I like a clean girl. Bro.
it's good now. But clean girl, you define your clean girl too.
Facts.
Define your clean girl now. So everybody should know what they want and then the man that is for you, we find you. And the woman that's for you, we find you too.
Yeah.
I don't feel like people are stressing too much, looking the same way. You would go out and then you see everybody like, just say we all take him, this or that stuff. And everybody wanted to, even people that don't even feel, they were just spinning and pressing every part of their body. I'm like, just stop it.
Yeah.
And some people carry it effortlessly. You know, if you're like somebody that is against piercing, you're just somebody like, this piercing is, you know. So I think it's just find your style.
Okay, so is it that many call them Nigerian babes now doing the clean girl aesthetics?
Yes, go on TikTok.
You know, I'm not all these things.
Yeah, no, my head is always there because this is literally the things that influence the things you do too.
Right.
So go to. I remember like this guy came to Nigeria, DDG. You know, there's this streaming stuff too. It's like we're like top 3 or so. We have our guys here, Skank, obviously Skank or whatever. Shank, Kata Efe, and Enzo.
Kata Efe, I saw his sound on. Not to cut you, but I saw W in the shot. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, so you see those 3 guys, they are doing their own stuff. And I remember DDG is back. I think he has gone back. And then the guys were asking, who are the girls there? I was like, just fake ass. You know, all of them. And it's not the whole Lagos, but those are the majority of people you will see.
Right.
Because everybody just, a big ass is the next, everybody's going to go and fix their ass and it's like, what is this? Honestly, like, now, guys, I know, and people are getting married, and you're seeing men that are clean and fine getting married to slim girls with nothing. And they feel like, oh, maybe let's say, how many times do you remove bonbon?
My friend told me a story. Said one of her friends, so she was in a relationship, and then the man went to play outside match with another babe. And then that babe is a BBL babe. And then this one now, out of sadness.
Why did you define it that way? Play outside match?
Yes, so this one now that was hurt, now like to try and win back this guy's affection and attention, now went to go and do the BBL.
Oh my god.
And then the man now broke up with that BBL babe and then went to marry normal natural.
Oh
so the girl now she's just she has gone to do her own thing, and it's like, where do we go from it?
And I heard that is painful. Do you know what you don't want to see, like, TikTok shows you a lot of things. Like, social media is showing you reality, but people are still choosing to go the hard way. You'll see somebody literally holding like a sack, you know, the way you can in the hospital, and they're walking around because they just did BBL. You're not sick. Like, you went to go and allow them to tear you apart, carry parts from here and put here. I'm like, people don't like, I don't even like hospital in the first place. Doctors are now staying there for weeks. So I feel like people are stressing so much.
So essentially, beauty standards ought to be full. I made this conversation with who was I speaking to? Sonto, where we're trying to define luxury. And I said luxury has to be preference.
It is.
You understand? So it's like what you would say. You're buying your thing from X and Y and Z place, and someone looks at you and is like, "Wow, that's chic. That's mad nice." And then another person goes to the name shop and they buy
it. Logo service on it. Like, what is this tacky thing?
Yeah. So yeah, it actually just has to be preference. And then make sure that I would say to, like, I know this is just how I live my life normally. So I would say to people, because I say it to myself, that the taste of how you want to present, how you want to do X, Y, and Z, clean girl or dirty girl, just make sure that you're comfortable in your own skin.
Don't wear skirt and like every perfect.
Like my sister will ask me, "Hey, do I look good on this?" I'm like, "How do you feel about it?"
Exactly.
That's like, how do you feel? Listen, if you feel good, if you feel happy, if you feel nice, and you step out and everybody's laughing at you, fuck them.
Do you know that there are 2 things I want to do? This time I was in my father's church, and I switched to my own the church I'm going to now. And then this lady, she was part of the choir. Remember that day she called me and said, she's the choir, she's like, saying to her get away in stress. She said, but why were they laughing? Saying who was laughing? So literally maybe some people are just laughing their own thing.
Yeah, she was
from
insecure.
the moment she mixed those clothes together, she was not okay with it. And so anybody that laughed, it felt like that person was laughing at her and it may not have been her. So that was just her own problem. Now this was me. I hated looking taller than I was. So heels were like, I like looking at them on people, but I didn't like it. And then after a while, I was like, I actually like heels. The only problem is whenever I'm walking, I just like everybody's looking, I'm like, God, this guy is so tall. And then one day I was like, you know what, I'm going to start wearing heels and I'll go to church and I'll wear it. Because I had worn it one time and I felt so long. I was like, God, I should have just carried, and I just carried slippers.
Yeah.
No, I'll wear it. I remember one day one person was like, you ain't it tall, why are you wearing it? I say, I like it.
Bam, period.
Like, I did not go. If it was before, when she said I would have been like, hey, think that's gone with slipper. She said I was like, I like it. I was really smiling at her.
If you're a confident person, if you're a confident person, your taste will be enough for you.
Exactly.
And it's still a thing where, yes, you crave some things. Like me now, my wardrobe never complete. No worry, let me get my money right.
Do you know that? Do you know that? When I saw it, I'm just like,
Don't worry,
this one that I'm
Everybody
doing here.
calm down.
When I start, you know.
When I start dressing,
You get?
relax now. You go see,
I know that thing is still a thing of like delayed gratification. Not
Precisely.
like you can't buy it now, but you're like thinking, I'm still trying to build something. Some people has money land.
By the way, a lot of things that are my style are tailored, not bought.
Nobody can get
All my
it.
all my
Just
things are
even
tailored.
everything I wear, except for this one that I took from my brother.
I prefer it. I like that whole thing of going to the tailor
Somebody will
shop.
get what I want.
You understand? Knock me the
Because
clothes one to one.
Because one thing I had an issue with was getting jeans in the market.
Yeah.
I have a small waist, 24, and then my
Your
hip
size is 20.
is 30 something. So when you're going to the market, I'm seeing my size, but they're not long. I'm tall. They're like short people. So I'm like getting trousers that I don't really like. And so I just said, I'm not going to the market again. So when I have, because when you're seeing jeans in the market, my guy, I see like 50 something. So I'm like, well, I have only trousers. But maybe one day I will do that.
Yeah.
So, but tailoring things now, I get my size where I want it. But like,
Yeah.
where I love your cloak, I'm like, yeah, I'm my sister, thank God.
Exactly.
It's saving my life, you know. So
I guess everybody just, especially when it comes to style, babes and guys, it's like just be comfortable.
yeah,
man.
find what you like to wear and just
comfortable.
carry it very well.
God, I hated when we used to wear green
Ugh.
in school.
They actually like scarred us with those colors. It's like, what is it? You know, I'll go to the market that time and I'll be seeing blue. I'm like, oh, for school. And after I was like, what is this? I don't even wear blue again because it feels like, why are you not wearing it? I'm not good. Oh.
But then, yeah, because they didn't let us express ourselves.
But some people try to.
No,
people try-
SMS people, you guys, man.
Some people
Yeah.
try to and I'll be like, you do this one. This is nice. So I think also like restriction brings some people's
No be
creativity.
lie.
They really make it look good.
Actually, yeah.
They made colors look really
Makes
nice.
sense.
So
Let me pick something else. Jackba. I mean, I have a lot to say about.
you know you wanted to travel one time. I remember one day you drove to my house and you're like, oh, I'm going to register for this West thing. And then you're going to like, I was like, you really want to leave this country? I'm like, yeah. And look at you now, how many years?
Yes. So
What happened? What changed?
So I and you've been friends for a very long time.
I think 9 years now.
Yeah. And you've actually seen my evolution up until date.
Yeah.
And correct me if I say anything that you feel is wrong, but I've always been a person of resolve, as in agency, as in if you think drop in my mind to do.
Yeah.
I don't even ask person, what do you think?
Just go.
That's
But I've done it already.
in fact, yeah, exactly. It's after I've done it, you won't find out somehow.
So you're not bring doubt into me.
Type
Are
P.
you sure?
So that period, I was checking. I wanted to go to aviation school because I wanted to be a pilot. And I was checking the resources to go to aviation school is not small money. And my parents, they weren't going to be able to do that for me. So I was like thinking, I don't like also being a still person, a stagnant person. Like, what's the next best move now? Would you say, I feel just, and it turned out, I worked it out in my head to be that, you know? So I went and I did all of that stuff. And nothing changed other than the fact that I knew OT entered my head. I did a lot of research, and Jackpa would have been a game that would have been a short-term win when I like to play long-term games.
Yeah.
Because now staying and building this business in Nigeria and employing people and, making strides, starting the media aspect of things and moving like that, I find it to be more fulfilling because I was thinking like even the whole process of trying to make like the papers come together and travel and everything, it was still going to be a lot of stress. And I don't like stress. So I was like thinking like just solving for the best way forward basically, and a way that I'll be happy, a way that I'll be comfortable in my own skin. Plus, going like and speaking to people who had actually done the thing already. Me, I learned from people's experience.
Very important.
I learned from people's experience. So
Very important.
when I would hear their story, and I would like, and at that point, I believe I was already doing that my ghostwriting, freelancing. So I was contacting money here and there, and I would hear people's story and compare with my actual reality.
I think I'm on the right path.
I think I'm okay. Type P. I think I'm doing well. So and when I catch this orientation of I'm on the right path, you can't tell me nothing. Like my friends are going for masters. Best of luck. Like it never took me.
I think I've been sitting back a lot to reflect when I see things that happen.
Yeah.
Is it this stage where we are? Some people are building businesses. Some people just engage some people now.
Yeah.
Some people just got married. Some people just started their master, just finished.
Yeah.
And everybody's happy. Do you know that's growth on different levels?
Yep.
Me, I'm looking at you two from me. I'm like, so happy they did their masters. Congrats. And maybe that person is now trying to compare themselves. Do you know how consuming that will be?
Yeah.
So it's very important to be very happy wherever you are.
Yeah.
Like your growth, and we're all the same age now.
Yeah.
So why is somebody getting married?
That's something I've just never suffered from. Is comparing myself to people.
And that's very bad.
Yeah. So for me, just that being a free agent in my mind has always led me. Like even when I was little, like I would sit down in the house. My mom was going to work, and I'm like thinking like, when mommy comes back, what should I use to entertain her? Like for me, I like when people are looking at me as like that guy is useful.
Yeah.
I love it. So it's like when she will go and she will come back, I'll go and use Indomie carton and make house so that when she build the house that we're living in, I would model the exact thing in carton form. Put this foam that comes with new things.
Yeah.
Put it in fuel and it turns to gum. And then I'll use scissors, cut, gum, and it forms the entire house. And then she comes and the excitement of telling her that, Mommy, see, I made house. For me, a day well spent.
And you know that in that scenario also, for her, imagine she had a bad day at work. And
right.
Right. But parents, you have to learn to be happy with your child. Like, this is so beautiful. Yeah. You are finished crying inside the car. You still have to come out.
I always think of my life like, okay, in the next step, how do I make sure that I am not a liability? So I always solve for it like that. So it's like, even when it comes to this employment of a thing, how do I not be a liability? In fact, how do I be an asset? How do I be an added asset? I think that carries on to other things.
Yeah.
Like if I'm playing football, I want to be the person that made the team to win.
You get. Even if I'm not the one that scored it, assist.
So I want to be the person that is always contributing. So that's how the whole thing carries forward.
I think it's important that you, like you said, being useful, but not necessarily trying to be the one that has done the whole work. But like, if you're an asset to somebody, they will never let you go. And even if they ever let you go, they will speak your word every day that people will look for you somehow. So I think it's always important to be a very resourceful person.
Right.
Anyway, find yourself.
Right. So that's good. Here we have school study versus real life work. Are you doing for Kick and Co what you studied in school?
Yeah.
Really?
I think we did a competition also. So weird how everything's falling like a place. Because I've learned a lot of things. I used to braid in school at some point. I used to do makeup. I still do makeup now. And I also started writing. The writing was just for fun. It was after breakup. We just spark. Like, right, and I was writing all
became a philosopher, 2 seconds.
When an engineering guy break your heart, they'll panic. My parents used to joke with me, they'll be like, you're allowed to see where engineer to break your heart. So it just, but before we broke up, I started writing, but I never really found interest in it. I was just saying, cool. Like, cool is not the word I'm expecting. So I started writing, and then when it started forming, it was like NYC time. The way you're using to give services and do technical writing. So I had to tell okay, so I can write and get money for this,
Right.
And I think you too, when you came and you were telling me, I wrote and again, this same writing and writing. I used to be I was making So it made me believe in like writing. So it's really nice that I'm studying, like I'm doing what I'm doing, because I relate to some things. When we were creating a media kit, and I remember when they told us in school, I was like, what is this one again now? So people really use it. And now we are here and I'm seeing it. So it's really nice, like seeing reality and
makes sense.
Schoolwork.
I think many people at inception self did not study what they wanted to study. So even when they've come out like this, they've actually gone back to their original vocation, love.
That's why I say I feel like parents should stop imposing. They shouldn't go far. You should just let them do. Now, there was this babe, Bonita. She was an engineering student.
Yeah.
Like, I think when we're in 300, well, maybe two levels higher than us or one. And then she had studied, and she was just telling me, she was like, after this engineering, I'm going to like fashion. I just did this for my parents. Once I'm going to carry this script and get to I have
What must that be like, though? Doing something for your parents?
Now she's
for
into
entire
fashion and
5 years?
she's doing well with it.
Damn, that's good.
And
That's
she already
very
started
good.
in school. She already
Yeah.
knew basic stuff. So I modeled for her one time, and then that was when she started telling me this stuff. And I was like, do you know what it means for you to do something you don't like? I was like, I have to prosper in this station and get out and then go and do that stuff.
Damn. Yeah, I think it's for me, yeah. In my life, I've always seen myself as an artist, as an engineer. You understand? Like, I like this. It goes back to that thing of being of utility. I know you like enter some way like I'm the one that is deficient in the thing. You understand?
It's bad.
Yeah, so even when we entered school, like I said, I wanted to do aerospace engineering. And you know my story of entering your affair, how I entered affair. I entered late, so all of that. And picking the computer engineering.
Yeah.
I didn't still want to carry last inside
Oh
the
my
P
God,
now.
I cannot
And by
fail
the way, I wasn't studying that well. Like my time in school it's common sense I used to go through school. I swear. Any of my
Just survive.
yeah. And it's like, and I had fun. Listen, I had a blast. You understand? Because it's like, if I found myself here, Kalushan will carry last. Me, no. So I would study to the extent that I know that this result, it's not the apex of the best,
But it's not the worst.
but it's not the worst. I mean, I did okay.
Just understand. I think it's a personal thing.
Yeah. And then so translating out of school now, I knew that the computer engineering, it did not give me leverage to be this artist that I see myself as, to be this person that is coming down to curate their life, you know? Because at the end of my life, or at least at the wee moments of the end, I want to be able to look back and say, yeah, it was a nice storyline that unfolded. So it's like everything that I want to be able to see that I did when I'm old, that has formed my blueprint for my reality. So that's what I'm actively doing.
Yeah. I think if everybody sees it that way, like, the time you're wasting saying, I'm not sure people will like it. Do you really want that to be part of your story when you're writing? Like, you're reading and like, hey, why are you waiting? It's just like a movie. You see somebody like they're chasing the person is stopping to be catching their breath. Why are you catching your breath? Run!
Be running.
And then imagine it's in a book and they write your story, and then at every point in time there's always space.
Right.
Why are you giving space? So I think if we look at ourselves as a story that is going forward,
Yes.
every day you will be chasing.
Yes.
It's better that they wrote inside here, I went and I failed and I came back and I continued. Do you understand? So I think if we see ourselves like that,
exactly.
you would follow life in a kind of
So me now coming out and calling myself like ghostwriter. The computer engineer, I'm still a computer engineer. It's good. It is certificates 2-1. I excel.
even some of the experience there will still be effective
In
in what
fact,
you're doing.
I think it's like this. My natural innate, who I see myself as, whether I even become a pilot tomorrow, or whether I become a politician tomorrow, or whether I become a banker tomorrow, the Kalu will shine
Of course.
inside. And then the fundamental makeup of who is this Kalu guy. I like life. I like living. I like when somebody comes in contact with my vicinity. They live like, rah, that was refreshing. As opposed to that guy, he too the drain person, he too the zazaza. You feel me? So if I find myself as Kalu in computer, let's say I was working in somewhere, wherever the case may be, I promise you my co-workers will still see me as that guy is shy, they okay.
No, but I think the personality thing, like if you have formed it in your head, like this person that anywhere you are, people always know you for something. Like it's always, I have a friend, and even in the worst scenarios, this guy was to be smiling. Like he'll say something that will make you laugh, you know. And I think that kind of gave me like that push when I was going through that whole depressive state and 300 level where I felt like I'm going low. I really thought I was going to die, honestly. I was so tired of life. I was genuinely tired. I was so scared. You know, it's like you're seeing death, but you're not ready to die. So I think that was why I went home. I was like, I'm gonna find my family. I think if I see them, I want to leave, you know. And I heard that time something had happened to him. And when I came back first, I was just like, mommy, what happened to me? And I was like, and you're laughing. You know, so I was like, you better take your life serious. Like, be happy, John. Don't take life too serious, you know. So some people don't even know they're influencing you in the way they act. Some people are just living their life. And you're seeing things that is motivating you to live.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I think I've had that what do you call it? Self-assignment. I never want to waste any day. Right? So I can do things as random as I don't know, random things just to make sure that that moment is lively a bit. Even the days where I feel sad, then I get in my philosophical. That's when I'm like talking and I'm dropping quotes.
Snapchat's moving out.
I swear. So I'm just like, all right, life is a gift, man.
It is.
I've always seen it that way. I've never experienced depression.
Nah, it's a bad thing. You don't want to.
Yeah, I've never experienced depression. It's just like I know how to. Like my mother always says these things. Like even when there's no stew, Edo is good with eating just rice. Me, I did okay. Like from birth, I did okay.
And it's not a thing of settling for less. It's just
No, I did.
I just
Yes.
choose to be happy in this
Yes,
situation.
I think okay. I know how to like find baseline. Okay, stew no dey. Make we shall enjoy the rice. If at all, the day when we go see stew, we go shall enjoy am with stew.
Understand.
You know, so that's how me I've chosen to live my life.
And
but then, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's important. Don't let like life get to you. You know what people they have like allowed life to get to them. Literally, like they are waiting for somebody to give them a go ahead with their life. Okay, or maybe it's just like parents would always like shape your life and say this is what you should do, and you have done it and you're waiting for them to now give you the life they say they wanted to. Sometimes parents will slide you, and it's not intentional. It's just that was there. They were thinking they could, and they're at this point they're like, I cannot help. So you said help yourself. Don't you want your life to be better?
Exactly.
You know, so don't wait for people to really tell you, oh yeah, go. And now you cannot go. And
Yeah,
you're like, okay, now
that
I should
permission,
go.
right?
Yes, your life is for you.
Yeah, I think.
And it's just like every day you should remember that we'll go to heaven and God will say, oh, the family of the Carlos now stand here.
Right.
You, the father, you did not do this, all of you go to heaven. Father, no, it's individual. You'll call every single person.
Everybody
So,
bear their name.
I don't know, even idleness is something that God does not want. So let's stop thinking about it as someone, God shall bless me. You go to church every day and go and pray. You will not walk. How will God help you?
That's why God say walk and pray. Did not say pray, then you're not gonna walk.
I think I don't know who I was having this conversation. I was like, I think the church should be telling people the truth. I'm telling you, we have a lot of people coming to beg in the church, and they will clean the church, wash the church. In fact, when they're going to go to work, they will not go. They'll say, I'm going to church.
Bible study.
Bible study. Don't go to church and
Study,
don't
no.
go to work and finish your. Do you understand? That job that you have, you will lose it and come back to the church and pray.
Yeah.
So when they are praying for people and they are saying, I lost my job, oh, the Lord has blessed, can you really ask them the question, did you do your job well?
First.
Yes, because even the book I was reading, I can't remember the name, but I was talking about the executive Christian or something like that. I was like, even Joseph, I think, did not dare make a carpentry work that was like
Bad.
low. Yeah, he had excellence. So that's the same way God wants us to live. But some people will be calling God and will be doing. So when you go, just do common stool. It will not be stable. I say, God knows in my heart, I think this
You
work
know,
well.
I hate piety.
Like,
You know those people they carry holier than thou for body.
I hate it.
I hate piety. Like small thing. Hey, let me go and pray. Oga. Let me go and pray. Or in my prayer today, do you know what the Lord told me?
Are you taking action with what God has told you to do? Like,
Why is that? God is speaking to all of us. In fact, I
he
would.
doesn't really need to carry microphone.
Yeah.
Some actions you take, even you said you
Look at my life. I would say, you that know me, I would even like thank God it's you I'm having this conversation with. Like, look at my life. Do you feel like God is talking to me or not?
Even the worst people, God will talk to.
Do you feel me?
Yeah, because he spoke to Saul that was killing his own people.
Yeah.
And the guy knew it was God that was speaking to him.
Yeah.
So you can speak to him.
God is talking to everybody.
Religious people are just so judgmental. That's the word.
And they even judge themselves.
Yes, they assume that to you, God speaks to you. You understand? And that's why when they do a little say, they fall totally because they think there's no redemption for them.
Right.
Because they don't understand the Christianity that they're following.
Right. You know that I think there's a musician, a gospel musician that played outside much. And going back to church, the judgment that he got from his people, he offed himself.
It's bad. It's really like the church judges you, even if they don't open their mouth.
I forget his
They
name.
feel even carry microphone.
Yeah.
Just like one of our brother in this church. And you know it's you. Everybody knows it's you. Some people are so even they're not even discreet, they're looking at you.
Yeah. So for me it's like
Too much judgment.
God is in all of us. Even the same Bible that you're studying all the time, it says, he that is in you is greater than he that is in the world. So people tend to shut down that he that is in them now and go and be finding God in the world. God is in sky. You are God.
And I think on that thing, don't take people's word too much, like too seriously. Like a pastor cannot pass judgment on my life and I'll go and say, the church has condemned me and I'll go. Because even suicide is a sin. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I think there was a time where in Nigeria things were happening so bad, and this guy wanted to go and kill himself. They wanted to jump like the main line. There are people dragging, I started beating him. And I was like, oh, they suffer you.
I need to get down.
I think the process through which they are trying to drag him from killing himself was so annoying to them that they started beating him. So it's like, don't let anybody's word get to you. I think it was like a maths teacher when he says to Mr. Elvis, he said something, and I don't know how that shaped my life that I failed maths even when I can go. Well, and I was always that student. People would say, you are doing well, you understand that kind of thing. I think it got so much to me that if you ever said anything opposite, I'll take. So I was solving maths then, and it was one of those hard ones. Like, what is this one? And I was like, actually, I'm not doing it again. Do you know from that day, he said that anytime it's entering class, I'll come out and cry. I'll cry, intense. And they thought that I was teaching, I'll just be crying because that in my brain I had accepted that I was failing.
Right.
If I had just settled and maybe listened to that CSS 3 that I was writing work and I was like, I know I will fail. And I failed them. I failed both of them. Then go for Abuja to allow me to write it in school.
Yeah.
So I think don't let anybody's words get to you. Don't carry anybody as high and mighty. Even your parents can say something to you.
Yes.
Unknowingly.
Yes.
So nobody's word can be so powerful to shape your life.
You should take control over your life to the extent that everything is your fault. Like if you're doing well, claim that thing. If you're doing poor, take accountability.
People like to blame others.
Right.
Ask the people that outside, why are you not working?
Is he
my
not?
Uncle,
Is he
my
not?
uncle promised me that he would give me a job, and he's not giving me a job. And so okay, you wait like this.
Right.
So they like to blame. It feels more comfortable blaming somebody else that they didn't give you something.
But I think it's like these people haven't really understood this. That this life that we're living is a thing of everybody's DNA is so unique.
Like,
meaning that everybody's taste is unique, everybody's calling is unique, and it's that thing of if you're so good at something, or if you do something in this life, if you apply yourself in this life, and you discover something in science, for example, you're so good, you've discovered that thing in science, people will laud you as, oh, you're this brilliant individual, you've uncovered something new in life, as in, it's allowed for you to find a new thing in life. Like, you can be the one who found the new thing.
That's it.
It's allowed. Like, nobody will flog you.
Yes, my life will be new.
Yeah.
Like, Between the owner choir, there is this chess in Slum Guys. Slum Guy.
Okay, who's that?
He plays chess and then uses it to like help these children in slums.
Okay.
So when he started, you know how when you not synonym was like all these young guys, and I think he had it to a point where they wanted to take him abroad to go and play this thing. But see, he found.
Who is it? That guy that has the Guinness World Record for chess now? Yeah.
So he said he just found the reason, like instead of going there to go, he said he came back and went to the slums and he would just sit to them and just teach them how to play, and then like. That's how it's started helping people. And obviously, people started tapping into it. And that's not about assignments that God gives you.
Right.
God gives you an assignment, not because it thinks you have all the money and all the connection. You just, maybe you're just the mouthpiece. Just come and say to the world and say, I'm working on this project. Now he has people that have the money that will say, I want to bank it. But we think we're the only people that can do it. And that's why some people have not done anything with their life because they feel, I don't have money. So when I start, I don't even know how to talk. So he just went out there and doing it. And then, I think it was last year. It took like 5 or 3 or 5 or 6 auditions, or even 10 outside the country.
Makes sense.
Do you know what it means? It's not my money, but I could take children from the slum. They're not going to the city. They are going outside the country. And even one of them had cerebral palsy.
Okay.
But he's so good with chess. Like, you can tell he's a very smart guy.
Yeah.
And he was so happy. He was like, he feels very blessed.
Yes,
That's fulfillment.
Yes, no.
It's not money in his pockets. It's just...
I think it's like this. I haven't put a lot of credence on that money of it. Money in the bank, money to my name.
When we get to prosperity, talk about it. When we get to it.
But yes, like, I think just if you see yourself as an engineer or as an artist, as somebody that is, see you're this raw material, and God has called you into this world to create something that another person cannot create. Even if you're working in bank, there's how you do that your own side, that tomorrow your manager, when she's retired, she will say, no, this is that boy. He's different.
And there is a tell.
Small things.
There's this funny guy, I think he just makes skits on TikTok. and he's a banker. But he will just make some maybe things that happen in the banking sector and he will just make it and people will laugh. Somebody wrote on, I was like, which bank are you in? I want to come back to bank there. And what concerns him is just video. So is it just the little things that makes you different, like wherever you are?
I think I watched this and I mentioned it in our last meeting where I said, who was he saying? Neil deGrasse Tyson was the one saying that if you discover something in the universe and it's like a hard science, like in physics and mathematics, whatever, it's like if you weren't the one who discovered that thing, another person would have come in that era to discover that thing because that's a science. Like when you do something perhaps repetitively, you can get it down to a science where people know that no, this guy has this thing on lock. This guy has this thing on lock, right?
Yeah.
So you can get it down to a science, but then taking it a step further is elevating it to an art.
Clash.
Because it's like science, you may discover something in science, another person also has the proclivity to discover that thing in science. But you see art is not replicatable.
I think it's like a personal...
Yes. If your DNA did not... And because who you are is a result of everything you've watched, everything you've read, everywhere you've been, all the things you've heard. No other person has heard that exact mix of things.
And formed it to make something. Do you know, everybody hears everything. Let's say why we learn everything. But the way I transcribe it in our brain is different from the way you...
Yeah, because we're all playing a movie in our head about what this reality is about. And I don't know your movie. We may be in the same time and space now, but you're experiencing the whole thing different than I'm experiencing the whole thing. So it's like, when I then go out to create something and I'm like, I want this thing to be my taste. I want to like this thing that I have done.
Exactly.
This is my thing. No other person will be able to do it in that mix of the way you would do your own.
That's it.
So I guess the task in life, if you want to live a very happy life, make sure that you're trying to create art in whatever endeavor.
That's important.
Generational work differences. Generational work differences. Okay, so you start with that.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't say Gen Zs, we are very audacious. But I think in the process of being very audacious can become like we start looking down on people that haven't started. You know, just like when you're judging your parents about doing something and you're like, I would have done better than this. They didn't get back to you first of all. Could you bet yourself? And like some things they are also going through. Just like somebody said, like our parents, our mothers were just girls that got married and then they had to figure life out. Do you understand? So we judged them. So she, my mother, she wrote a book and then she spoke about how she felt so bad that she was so brash towards her mom. Like maybe her mom said something, she was like, I beg money. And now her mom is dead and she just thinks about it and she's like, she wishes she was never so hot towards her and you know those things. If you see comments on that thing, just to show you that we all experience something sometimes together, we think we're in our rights. But it's until you lose that person before you realize that you see that this was not. Do you understand? So I think I'm dead. What were we talking about? Work, thank you. So I think it's the same way as when you're working in a space where you're mixed with elderly and younger. Just because I know something better, I know AI more than this old one. There's something this man knows technically that if he gives me, we can work together creating something better. But I think we look down on them when people know. You know? And it's in everything that we do. We kind of look down on them. Not all, but most of us. And that's why they see us as just promoting them.
Yeah, our generational work differences. In our generation, we like to work based on vibes.
You see some emails some people send back to their desk. I think it was when the person who like quit their job and like it was like I think they're saying peace out. No form of like
now you go be.
You know, and I think I reached out to one recently and I was just telling him about a work, like something I was trying to do. And then it was like in their own time, you know, when they worked at the place they did not like, they would say, let me give it a year. Maybe after 1 year, I'll get my spark. After 1 year, they say, like, okay, maybe 1 year is not too perhaps. And they do 2 years, 3 years, and then they get to a point where like, I can't go back. I've invested 5 years, I'm old, and then they're stuck there. It was like, what he likes about our generation is, if I try it even 6 months or 2 months, and I'm like, out. That please allow yourself to step out of things that you have tried it. It's not working, leave it, and go and try another thing. And you just see one day interview I heard about a guy, it was like, they had built a company to this point that people were like, okay, this is good. I was like, but internally they knew that the company was dying and they couldn't fix anything. So they came out and made a statement about, oh, we're going to shut down. I was like, one startup person actually called. I was like, I can't believe you guys did that. Like, coming out to say this is not working and we're letting it go. So the ability to come out and say, yeah. So I think we are more.
We're fluid. We're fluid because our own time we have more information. That's another thing people don't understand. Let me tell you, you already know, but every tool you have today that is making your life easier. That's this camera that we're using, the microphone that we're using. Before, if we wanted to do this media P, like you even look at your parents and like, Daddy, why didn't you become a celebrity? Do you know that the gate that was kept for opportunity, for them to see opportunity in certain realms, it was mad because they didn't have access to the fluidity of tech as we have. They didn't have access to even information. There are some things that we know at 26 that your father found out at 40. You understand? They didn't. When did the internet come out, Connie? When the mobile phone come out for you to stay here and you say you want to do work in America and you're doing remote work, how?
What is even remote?
As how? You know? So we ought to be cutting older generations a lot of slack.
Some slack, honestly.
Because see, okay, or is it the one that somebody's dating somebody and you see this your father and your mother now that they had to write letter and his wife is in Kano, he's in Aba, and he doesn't, how can he check his wife's social media? He doesn't know what the woman is doing. The woman doesn't know what the man is doing.
But she shall trust.
But they trust.
You go and meet me in this place, you left me with my...
Do you get? And that is their psyche.
Do you know they didn't even get married? It was after they always go and do marriage.
Do you get? So many of the things that to us now we expect they should have, if I not seen how we're doing
we
it.
Analyze too much now.
Yes.
And I think that it also has its cons too. Like then they would see a man and look at the dreams he has and they're like, I can't think he knows where he's going, and they follow him, and that's why they have to ask them to tell you their stories. Most of them
facts.
They just saw, you know,
the man like they
just saw
move
future.
where,
Like, I like where guys, you know. But our own, first of all, we look at your pockets.
Hey.
This guy, see style, say, no, I can't follow a man that doesn't even fashion. He's talking, you can't analyze a lot of things. The social media too, as you're thinking. Once you open social media, will say, do you know that men that don't have money, once you marry them, your future dies? You're like, that is why I'm married.
So, it's true. And that thing is, our information source now, we're not even collecting information from experts. Like, if you check who is behind such a post, that person is one. But then we'll carry that thing as gospel.
You have to be careful with social media. Very careful. And I think I spoke to one lady one time. I think I was so confused. You know, it's like we are at a stage where we're making big decisions. In the next few years, some of us are going to get married. And like marriage is like, Jesus Christ. Maybe you had seen some negative, and it's not even your own negative problem. You have just heard men have, destroyed women's dreams. They just get married and they lose themselves, and that's the idea you put in your head. Some of us enter marriage with fights.
Yes.
Tell me that I should quit my job and you will see the other side of me. You understand? And the one doesn't even mean harm, but you will make him become that person because every day you are trying to see that evil.
Yes.
So like I had to ask her, and then she was like, "Is social media right? Better stop listening to all those nonsense." She was like, have you asked the right questions? Have you asked this person the right questions? And are you even asking God what he wants in you? Like, literally, we remove God out of the picture when it comes to some stories. Like, I'm going to leave God aside. Now, let's use our brain and think. So, what that people are using I just trust and I'll follow you. Trust is so strong that you might not even see a lot. But just the basic things and the intuition, you follow it. We don't do that in our own set anymore because we need too much.
We actually
let me ask you about marriage and you tell me a lot. Have you married before?
Exactly. Then a lot of the older generations, when it comes to work, when it comes to where's the right place to even relocate to so that we can start our family, they didn't have. Now you can go to Google. San Francisco, you're researching the location. Or Kano, you're researching the location. Then it's like they say things happening in Aba.
We'll just
carry the Aba.
And when they're about, they're like, wait, hold on.
You understand? Which Google map are you using to go and check how Aba looks like?
I think we need to give our parents a lot of accolades, like where they when my parents said I were just me about they came to Abuja. I was like, oh, I don't know if I would have survived it.
Right.
Because they stayed apart for a long time. She was in Kwara with my 2 siblings and he came to Abuja to find a job. And
to come and dig it out. That's when the men were really digging
and
it
she
out.
told me about a time when there was so much debt because they had used cooperative money to open a pharmacy and everything there expired. So she said every day they will call her to the front cooperative and they will ask her, when will you bring this money? Your husband is not here, you don't have funds to call your husband. So
exactly.
Every day. She said the last time she was going to come there, I think that they were going to either arrest her or whatever with her train. She just saw my father. He had already cleared the whole thing. Came back from
Bola.
Abuja. Just
Bola.
she was on this thing. She was like, anything they do to me, I go collect her. But you just came and was smiling.
That's another thing. You don't want phone to just say, only this was happening.
She said she just came and was just smiling. She was like, where did you come from? I was like, don't worry, they should be going home. And then finally it was like, we're coming to Abuja together. After my parents came to Abuja, tipper. Wet sand, cement was inside. They carried them and my 2 siblings, my brother and my sister. She was like, they were inside, there was nothing to eat. It was 20 naira they had. And then she was like, when they came to Abuja, sand, all the dust on their body. She was like, how are we going to survive? And then I think the house was living was in high rising, area 1. So they came with their one mattress and just little things they had. And she was like, immediately they got to the house. Finally, everybody, they greeted everybody. She said she small yam, small rice, small beans. She just cooked something, ate. Then in her mind, she was like, now life has started.
Right.
So every day, my father would go to work. But she never saw him drive because there was no car.
Yeah.
But she never saw him stop a car. He was working at Soko Road then.
They use leg, they fire him, they go.
She said the day she realized, because she said every time he's walking, she'll be tracing him.
Yeah.
But she don't see his entry corners before you know she'll miss him. But the day he said that, I was like, he walks every day.
Jesus.
From Irawan to Soko Road, that she wanted to cry. And she had learnt tailoring.
Yeah.
So when she came there, she looked around, she didn't see. She felt like she just brought her machine outside. Then she made a clothes for one day. I was like, what's madam doing? She didn't like the clothes. From there, they must start giving her clothes. She started making small money, contributing. Do you know that was like collaboration? But one time we are asking questions. Oh, we are not doing 50-50. I don't want to do 50-50 with a man. Why is there a question? I think if you love somebody, the question is not, should we do 50-50? It's just, we have a problem and I can solve it. Solve it. I'm not saying, I'm the one that paid for this one, so you refund me. I think we are missing it, and I still missing it at some point because everybody I was hearing was saying my man clears the bills.
Yes.
So,
you don't fly me go Santorini. 10 weeks of dating. You go there. This man, he tell me, honey, have you eaten? Who is this fool?
Oh my God. So when I heard it made me realize that even if you might see something and like, oh, maybe they could have done better. But when I saw the way she just always thought about the family, how can we make things better? I said, just calm down and like find somebody that your brain aligns with that person. And you know that you and this person can build together.
Yeah,
good to go. If you could even delete social media ourselves, if not because my work allows me, just makes me always go there.
Yeah. So it's like, and even in our time, we're still challenged though. Don't get it twisted. But I think we're facing the challenge of abundance. We have abundant information,
too much knowledge,
abundant access. We know too much. In fact, another thing, we have abundant of experiences.
Even the one you don't even have borrowed experiences.
Yeah. So it's like, in older generations, they would work is that maybe somehow God has helped them to enter this workplace. They don't know any other thing to them to come and start saying, I'm comparing this and this, or I prefer this to that. But we, as we are, as God will have it, at the age of 19,
you have worked in like...
You know what it is to work here. At least you have a friend that has worked here. There's information flowing. They've told you.
You know how much they charge.
You know how much they're earning. So it's like, we have a problem with defining structure for ourselves. Yeah. So I think that abundance is causing a lot of confusion. To where it's like, okay, babes day now. I be hot cake now. Babes choke. So
You know the reality people will still face like in front.
I say our own problem go sweet. Our problem go many.
You will reach an age and then you will have money and everything. Everybody will follow you.
Yeah.
That's the sad reality. Find the people and you would have met the person that would have grown with you. But you're like, I beg. I'm not. Even guys too are like, I can't marry without having certain things. Some are important, but some are like, I want to make millions now. So you wait till you make all those before you get married. You understand? So marriage is not really a priority for a lot of people.
And
now.
also, do you feel like there's a lot of pressure on us or less pressure on us?
To get married.
Not just marriage, but like in life generally, like you want to be able to achieve this by 21.
You know, the pressure is not from anybody. It's us that are giving ourselves that pressure. Because social media is showing you every day. One girl is going to Dubai today. She's going, and she's not every small place. She's buying red bottoms. She's buying. And like, Joy, what are you doing with your life? Maybe I should go and do this thing. So the pressure is not like anybody. Your parents are saying you have not married though. It's just you that is like, hey, this age I should have gotten this. Maybe I should go and do this one. That's why some people doing certain things that they shouldn't be doing because they just feel like, okay, let me match up to the expectations of the world.
I think in their time they did not have access to all this information. So it's a thing where they were doing their best to figure it out on the go. Our own is we now have access to all this information. We are meant to, inside that array of information, just pick and lock up. Just pick this side, pick this side, and lock up.
For you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Nah, and I think that's what I wanted to say, like about prosperity, where I was listening to a sermon and the guy was like, if the only definition of prosperity is money, then all of us are broke. Would you say the missionary that God sent to go and like preach the word of God in one place that you don't even know, and he's winning souls and people's lives are being changed? I saying he's not prosperous because he does not have money that you would say is money.
Right.
He said prosperity is God giving you the level, like whatever you need, all the resources you need to do the assignment that God has given to you. So if it's 1 million God is giving to you to do the assignment, God will give it to you. But it's when you start comparing with somebody that has 10 million, like, I'm a poor person. But can this do the assignment God has given to you?
There's something that Sound God said I want to reference. Problem we know they in line with no go reach you. So it's like, do you know if somebody's earning 1 million naira, do you know that they can cook their life in a way where their problem no go pass 1 million naira? You know? And then there's somebody that will be earning 10M, and if you hear their own problem, you go happy go day your house. You go just day your house.
You know, oh God, I think in the marriage love space, there's a lot of rots going on. Weddings are for performance.
No be lie.
I called this person to my
wedding.
I called this person to my wedding. Even you as you're watching, like, hey, who
can attend my own?
Who can? Do you understand? When marriage was just meant to be a team of you, call people that I'm looking at you, I know you. Not like I'm doing this one again, I know this one. People that I see that mean well for me, and we're just celebrating my own today. Your own can be tomorrow, we'll pack again and. Now, so this one is a thing of the color we are going to pick. That's how the word you say. Now, Fasha got married today. It's like competition we are doing, and then the love, which is the most important thing, is not there again. So this money you want. People have money. Until you know what your husband is doing for a living, and then you know you're in bondage. You can never live there. So I think it's a lot of, and I think there was one time I was here when this BBO was just starting, and then this guy was like, "Oh, you saw this babe? She had big ass, and that's like a spec." And then he got married to her. Only for one day she came and she was like, maintenance money. I was like, what's that? She was like, for us, that's this thing. I was like, he feels deceived. I was like, Baba, it's what you said you saw. That made you assume that you.
Okay, they used to do maintenance.
I'm not going to maintain. The fats go.
Okay.
So they have to do a lot of stuff. You see, I not say no, but some of them it starts falling. So they have to tighten it up again.
See stress.
Oh, you hustle to keep that thing. Some people just think it's just to do it once to maintain it now. So it was very like and that's it. We're just seeing desires, the things we desire. We're not even looking at the deep things that can keep a marriage. So love is so performative now. It's more of the actions. What do you give to? When I'm thinking of somebody that I want to get married to, somebody that means well for me. If I talk about my dreams, I see you one day, you just know I'm like, I bought you this tripod, you said you wanted to start recording. Even if the tripod is like 500 naira, the fact that you thought of me, I'm like, oh wow. You know, so it's those are the little things that will calm you down and feel like you're in the right space. It's not somebody that has money. Somebody can have money and keep you like, before you go out, you'll be like, please give me transport fare. Like, I'm not giving you. And people will be saying, I'm calling you madam or dogu wife. But you don't know what you're suffering inside. So it's not a bad thing to marry a rich man. I'm not here to say don't marry. All of us want money now. But one person was telling me, like, if you see a guy that is well set up and has money and he loves you and you love each other, but if you don't find the person that knows where he's going and both of you can follow each other, move. So that's just it.
Let's leave that there. We've already discussed this, but parents.
Oh yeah, we've discussed
this.
It's just fun to see them being kids again.
Yes. Money. let's even dwell on money.
Yeah, let's talk
So I define prosperity. By the way, I believe God is abundance. As in, if he asks who is your God, I believe God is abundance.
Yeah.
Because an abundance not in waste, abundance in abundance in variety. Like sometimes I sit and I just observe. Someone was telling me that I'm a very weird fellow. But sometimes I stay for hours and I'm just watching birds fly. And I'm watching trees. And you see how God has made provision.
Everything.
Where everything is seemingly programmed. Sometimes I sit down and I see like when birds are migrating. And I've never seen this particular... I have a lot on my Snapchat where I just take recordings. Like, I've never seen this species before. Sometimes they fly in group and I'm like trying to learn their own psychology
You know,
too.
sometimes they are moving the kind of...
Do you
can see a
understand?
picture of...
Do you understand? And then there are some times where they all look alike, the same size, but I know that this particular one is the leader. Because when this one flies from this ledge to this ledge, the others follow to this ledge. He flies back. I just know that one shy is the leader.
Yeah.
And then I also see sometimes where, like crows, they are doing their coo, coo, and I don't know. It's just the beauty of it all is abundance, right? So I relate that to my personal life as well.
Yeah.
Anything that would take me out of being baseline in the realm of I am just happy, I am content, I am seeing beauty in the most little of things. That thing has then making me poor. If I do any endeavor, if I do any business, if I do any engagement that takes me out of the flow of appreciating the variety and the abundance and just the beauty of everything, then I've started becoming poor. So money, money is stored wealth. So back in old times, there was nothing like money. Where it's like, if I have a family, I can only kill and provide for them. I can only provide for them what I can carry because we're always moving, hunter-gatherer times.
Yeah.
We're always moving, right? Money now is even a new concept to where somebody can now store value and then use it to exchange later.
Yeah.
So if you're anchoring prosperity on just money in the bank account, you'll be led astray. As a matter of fact, because there's many things that you can do to make money that will rid you of this other thing of appreciating the little things in life. Yeah. So when I think about money, I'm like, I like money.
Yeah.
I'm wealthy I'm a wealthy man, right? And I see money as like it is. It's a tool.
It's a mindset, in fact. Like, I don't need to have certain amounts in my account to feel happy. If I'm waiting for it, I'll never be happy.
Correct.
But there's just a way you just have certain things. I think one day it was far, one time when we were just talking about how sometimes you're so broke, but you just buy biscuits and like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I'm just eating the biscuits and I feel so happy. Like, I'm just happy with life.
Yeah.
Do you know some people can never live that kind of happiness because they are banked on material things.
Yeah.
Material things are no money.
Yeah.
If I bank my identity and the only means of being happy, like the only way I feel confident to talk to my friends because I know I have money. We'll sit down together. I'm just like, yes. So even my voice said go have one tone like that. That's not life. That's not money. Like money you shouldn't.
I'll not like as a man sometimes when money don't dwindle, we say account. It slice your confidence. I don't lie.
But what life and what God is really just trying to tell us is don't let it define you. Money is not, if it defines you, then you're gone. Yeah. Like you said, and you're a broke person.
Yeah.
Because if it's only money, then what is God doing up there? Like
Yeah.
So I think we should see abundance in different ways. You know, in terms of like even mentally. The fact that
I know me, I'm a rich man by mental.
Mentally, I'm thinking of a lot of things. Secondly, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm breathing fine. I'm not paying 50K per hour to get
for
oxygen.
Health and,
I'm rich now.
Yeah.
You know, and in terms of friends, like the people I have good family that if I sit together, we have a conversation and then I feel blessed. I have friends that I can call and we mean well for each other.
Yeah.
I have people that just mean well for me and I mean well for people.
Yeah.
Am I not rich?
Yeah.
Some people don't have good friends. Like they have made money, but they can never sit one-on-one with a friend. Like this one will poison me.
Hi.
So you're not. That's the thing. We think money is just the only definition of prosperity and abundance. Like, and if it's only fear, if it's only bad things that in your heart, it will always show. I'm telling you, it's the way like you, everything about you just be bad.
Yeah.
You're thinking negatively.
Yeah.
It's very bad. I saw it in myself whenever I thought about driving. I had never even gotten into an accident. But anytime I thought of driving, I'm like, God, what if I don't switch the car? What if I don't? So the first day I held the car and was driving and I was like, hey, Jesus, let me know. Have you jammed anybody before? So out of the heart, the actions actually, even you will see it in the actions too. So if I'm a confident person normally, I don't know anything about accident. Take for instance my niece. My niece is just 6 months. But see that girl, she wants to start walking. She doesn't want to crawl. She wants to walk. And once you put her leg on the floor, she's smiling like she has made it in life.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like thinking, like, this girl has never fallen before to know that if they leave me,
there's no context.
Myself, if they leave me and I hit my head, then I'll know that next time this thing I'm wishing for. It's experience that makes us start thinking a lot of things. So I think we need to be very careful what we let into our hearts, because that is even the most powerful thing. Anything in your heart will always come out of your mouth.
Facts.
Yeah, so I think money is just one of the tools that we just need in life.
Yeah.
We have a lot more things that we need. We need people. We need good health. You can have all the money, but even the assignment you can't do it because you're in the hospital. So
yeah. I think so it's like this. Me, I know that money will always come. Somehow we shake
that's a
some.
good spirit. I love that.
Somehow, right? So for me, it's like if money will as money will always come. I know that there's different ways that money can come. I try and walk a path where when I earn money, it's money that is not going to come with another
problem.
Yes.
I do even like I learned makeup.
Yeah.
And then that time when I was still freelancing, trying to figure out life by myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes I know that once I spend this last money on data, I'm broke. Somehow somebody will just reach out to me. You do makeup, right? Please, what? Hey! Jesus! So God will always come through, but not in the way we expect it. We just want the money to be stashed in one place. But the fact that it just comes through, is that not, are you not a rich? So I think, I feel very happy, honest, that God blessed me with so many skills that somehow somebody will come. If it's for modeling, be like, oh, please, can you? I'm like, yes, I'm available.
Yeah. At least something enter that day.
Yeah, so it's a lot
and
of
also,
things.
long term, like, I find that I've spoken with a lot of people that have money. Some of our clients that have money. Like they have money. And they're telling me, like, nothing there. Like, just calm down. So I thank God for that exposure too. I think that my makeup in life has been in a way where I've been devoid of exposing myself to a lot of things that have made people's mind rotten. Like I still I've retained my childlike nature in a way where it's like your niece that you're mentioning, I still want to and also paired with that has been other people who have done certain things and perhaps have fallen or have seen what it means to fall. And I've had so close a contact with them that I've learned from their advice.
That's enough.
Yeah, because it's like I speak with billionaires, right? And one of our billionaire friends that bought a Rolls Royce just so he can use and embellish his content and all these things. And I will call this man when he's on, or he would call me when he's on, he just wears singlet. And he's just in his room. Kalu! And he's talking. And, and we will rap for time. And the things we're talking about, I'll be sometimes like, if this is still this man's interest, then me, I'm okay too now. Like, we're no different yes, the man fit come ball my life out of my destiny. But like, the fact that we can still stay here and we will rap and we will laugh and we will, I'm okay, don't worry. Yeah, so having that exposure to these types of folks that they are boxed up, and me understanding that that boxed up still don't negate the human experience. You don't negate the desire. You don't negate the fears. Because these people will express fears to you as well. They will express things that's making them anxious. And you think about it, these are the exact same things that
I feel in some level.
Do you understand? So I'm like, you think just put me on the path of just relax.
Yeah, I think it's a thing of shaping yourself from now.
Yeah.
So when the money comes, it just elevates it. I was talking to the boat guy. I was coming. And we were just talking about some people are so rude, when they get into car. We were just talking about life, and I was like, that you don't need to be rich to be humble.
Mm.
There are some people that are very broke, but they are wicked.
Yes.
Wicked, like you're even broke and you're so evil. It's the thing of the mindset. So imagine if money hits that person,
Hell.
you will then become good. It's what they have that will increase now. So money amplifies the attitude you already have. So if you see people being peaceful with their husbands and they are career people, but they are still finding a way to, it's something they built from now.
Yes,
They didn't build it inside there.
Yes.
They built it now of, we're so busy, but let's find time and let's hang out.
Yeah.
We're busy, but let's hang out.
Yeah.
That's why when they get married, because there's more money, say let's go to Morocco, let's be working, but let's change. And you're like, God, I want this kind of life. What are you doing now?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's
I think people disregard how much we all tend to get stuck in our ways. You know? So it's like what you're saying.
Yeah.
If I'm the type of person, when I get my money right, I'll still be that type of person, but I'll be that type of person with money. You know? If I'm a dweeb, I'll still be a dweeb, but a dweeb with money in the account.
Exactly.
So it's in the substance of the person really that the crux of the matter is.
Mm-hmm. Just like if I'm a lover of cars, right now what I can afford is like one small car, but I will be washing it and be cleaning it.
Yeah.
When that money hits me, I will just switch and go to my. And you say she has changed everything. You notice the car I was driving, I was taking care of that car. So it's still just what you're doing now that will still be amplified.
Right.
When you become big.
Makes sense. Let's go to the next one. Ooh, diaspora. This is a good topic. Yes, diaspora. I have this thought of the whole idea of migration. Picking where you live should be a conscious decision. As in, you're solving, like, okay, if I'm in this location, these are the things that are likely to happen versus if I'm in this location.
Exactly.
If I'm in this location, I have leverage. If I'm in this location, I will not have the same leverage, but I can perhaps solve for this leverage.
Exactly.
Then I'll now pick this location and go and leave. Right? Many people don't do that. Many people believe that...
They believe in better and worse and bad. And
right.
worse and good, sorry.
Right.
So they leave Nigeria and say Nigeria is the worst place and go to abroad.
For some people, that is true. They need to leave Nigeria in order for them to shine.
Good, but the wrong mindset is there's no worse. I mean, Nigeria has its problems. But you go to abroad and there's racism there. There's an issue of it. I'm not saying that is everybody. Do you understand? There's you working and not really being able to build wealth immediately where you can survive. You will not be broke. There's you now having to like just environment changes and all of that. So don't enter with I'm going to a greener pasture. Enter with the way you said it. I've looked at these two and I've seen what I will get here normally.
Yeah.
You know, and what I'm going here and maybe if we're not paying tax, now we're paying tax. But before then, there's pay tax. We were just getting our money as we're here now enjoying. But then they had to pay tax.
Yeah.
So if I'm leaving, they have to learn and be ready to pay tax.
Yeah.
I need to understand credit.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So
And then it's also like if you're choosing where you want to go and live just based on vibes, on like you've just heard that the things to happen like this for people deal. It's somehow. And also the whole idea of like going outside, one of the things that carried a lot of Africans out of Africa is school.
Yeah.
Right? Which is, yes, our educational system is
not the best.
Unfortunately, it's not the best. You know, follow for where did they put list of where you know follow.
I'm telling you.
So education, good arguments, go learn because their curriculum is far better than yours.
Yes, more
excellent,
practical.
More practical. You get real life application, blah blah blah, right? But many people fail to account for all the other aspects of it, as in siblings separating and not being inundated in one another's life for the entirety of their developmental stages, or parents not seeing their kids because you don't scrape, pay school fees.
Go.
How much for the flight ticket again? No money again. Now you won't see your child for how many years, right?
It's really true.
There's also people who they've sent their kids outside and the kid that you feel like you sent outside is morphing into a different creature because they're reacting to a new environment, a new culture. They have to survive. So they have to develop fresh survival instincts that would perhaps not suffice to survive here.
Yeah.
Right? So a lot of parents actually got disconnected from the child they know. A lot of siblings got disconnected from their brother that they know. A lot You know, so it's like that. Families got split.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times, many of the siblings that you see, okay, my brother did France. Okay, your brother Nathan, he dey see shaggy. He dey see wetin no
I'm
pure
telling you.
for that side. Do you feel me? And I don't think that is expressed audibly enough in our society.
Yeah, we just think once this person leaves, it's like greener pastures. We don't
Yeah.
talk about the rest things. There was a babe that got married. Most of her siblings were already outside, so she was like one of the last sets to now move.
Yeah.
And then I remember when she was relocating, and she was like a YouTube video, like vlog, and she was just saying she feels very sad leaving her parents behind here in Nigeria. Like, it's not a place you can breathe in and breathe out. You can't hear, oh, mommy is not feeling fine, quick, you can just carry her and go.
Yeah.
This is like 2 worlds apart now. So you can literally they can be going through stages of their life that you will never experience with them.
Yeah.
And that's so sad. Like, she feels very sad. Like, it's a bittersweet experience. I'm so excited I'm starting new life with this guy outside the country, but then I'm leaving these people that formed me. And so that separation is mentally, it's not really the best though. And like you said, like that whole your child is morphing into something because of the environment.
Yeah.
Like, outside the country is a free world.
Mm-hmm.
Here, Nigeria, we question a lot of things. Before you even come out and say you're gay, or when you're reason your life, they will kill you outside. So it's a secretive thing. If not now that maybe we have people like Bobrisky that is bringing it up, but still, like, you can't still come out and say it proudly. But outside there, it's something they just, I just want to, even from bed, they will ask you what you want to be.
Right.
And what you don't even have control over. So, counting those costs.
Yeah. So yeah, and I also see it like, the way Africa is, a lot of people have good reasons for being being cautious with Africa, and a lot of it will actually turn around. I'm a strong believer that the world will actually circle back to Africa. In a sense, like I'm a very strong, by the way, this is part of the projections that made me back then to halt that plan that we're discussing, and then just decide that I will stay here and try and,
It's even still happening now.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about Africa that is so different. Like, when people come here, I'm in Nigeria, so I will speak from the Nigerian space. When people come to Nigeria, they know there's ginger here, there's something here. And that's why people living abroad to say they are coming to do dirty December. What is inside this Lagos? Lagos, they say it's smelling. Do you understand? But they will come here because the experience is different. That's why you see people in abroad finally finding their roots. They say, I'm a Nigerian. I'm coming to find
30% Nigeria.
They want to find
40%,
it's like a thing of pride now. They're so happy to be here because there's experience, there's life here. And it's just the same way I would say it's both bad and good at the same time, where bad things will be happening in Nigeria. We'll find a way to laugh about
humor.
I'm telling you, it's funny and it's beautiful because if you can laugh through life, you will not die. So that time when they were talking about substandard like items, like they were selling things like Cerelac that was fake. Like, we realized most of the things we were buying were fake, and then people started making skits about, like, imagine your child. Cerelac. I'm growing in a weird way, so because we know that all of us have taken one or two fake things, and we know that did we die now. So I think it's a beautiful space to live in.
I like Africa and the idea of Africa just because we are very underdeveloped. And I'll say it like this: underdevelopment signals opportunity. Like, Jim Ovia started his bank with 20 million naira. Obviously, it's big money still back then. But like, if you check the return on investment that his bank has garnered him to this point, you cannot see that kind of speed and return on investment in a developed economy. No space.
Too many competition.
Do you understand? There's really no space unless you're like a blue ocean company where you're making a product that is just so, in fact, it's advancing humanity. You understand? That's when you see like thousands and thousands
things that people do abroad, when we do it here. This person went to do spelling bee outside the country, and we carry the person like egg. So honestly, I feel like God still wants us to be wanting something more in life. He doesn't want you to think you have everything. So I think that's why we're still here. Just like when they were taking those Israelites from Egypt. They are taking you out of your captor's place, and then because you're in one small bad space, you're like, what about the coconut and cucumber we're eating in that place? Do you understand? So I think he still wants us to always want more from life.
I don't believe all those ones, for like God wanting some. God doesn't want me to want anything. God has provided everything.
In the sense that what I say wants more is he doesn't want you to have so much that you forget that you need him. Do you know you can have a lot and you are like, oh, what is God? I have all this money. Maybe it's not what people are praying for. I have it now and I don't
Type
need
B.
it. Yeah, he doesn't want you to get to that point where you are just. That was where
No,
Adam and Eve
I
wanted
will
to get
rephrase that though.
Okay.
I will rephrase that. I believe my God wants me to have everything because He knows that I will not forget Him. What do you mean my God is putting a limit on me that should?
No, I won't say limits. That is still the same way I see. Like what brought us here in the first place is Adam and Eve.
Okay.
You were enjoying everything that they gave to people.
Right.
And then one serpent came and told you that you can become like God. And all of a sudden you went to eat apple. And then got all of us down here. Yeah. We would have all still be naked and just be eating apple. And we will have peace of mind, you know.
Yeah,
So,
I feel you.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is it's human nature to get to a point that you feel like I've needed it. And that's what happened to Nebuchadnezzar when they say, you're going to eat grass and come back so you understand that you need me. So I think he still wants us to need him every space of our life. Doesn't mean you will not have.
Africans can pray. Small thing, don't drag God inside.
So
I think it's like this, yeah? I think Africa is just, if I'm looking at it on a concrete way, our why we are where we are has to do a lot with internally we haven't figured out how to make sure that be our brother's keeper. Let me phrase it in that way.
No unity. We're still doing Igbo, Yoruba.
So even like people who complain about racism outside, we have ethnicism here. Crazy one.
Why haven't we had an Igbo president after?
Do you understand?
People are like
crazy one.
Igbo people like to own things to themselves. But if he will solve our problem, why can't we even let him try and go?
So if we're being our brother's keeper, Jesus, with the wealth that we're generating here, if our leaders wanted to be our keepers, we would have made here look better than anywhere else in the world. To where if I'm going to Abia State, my village, I want to be because I know it's Abia State, I want to make sure that everywhere is light, road. Till date, we're still complaining no light.
You will even enter some road safe and you'll be speeding so that
do you understand?
In case you just jump the end. It's not
and
good.
Then we also weaponize this. We find differences and weaponize our differences. You see? So, na Yoruba babe, now some man. You see? You hear an Igbo woman saying, I don't work with her because she's Yoruba.
What did she do?
What did she do to you?
Even in marriage, don't you say, so you want to marry from why? Don't you know they say they do this thing? Even your own, they know that you could do something. But you know that you don't do it right.
So we're not brothers keepers, period. It's not anything about God keeping us from good things that He has for us. So.
No, that's my point. That's my point. I might have deviated from what we're saying, but genuinely, He doesn't want you to get. I'm not.
That one is on the level.
Exactly.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel
Don't just and it's not limiting you. Before, how will you showcase His excellence if you are broke?
Exactly. God wants us to be others. So when it comes to the diasporans, I know that by the way, diasporans send back to another point is we overconsume. Diasporans send back billions and billions of USD to Africa. If you look, I forget the number. I don't want to be off, so I don't want to mention. I know it's about over 20 billion, but I could be wrong. Yeah. But like the money coming in from diaspora is a lot. But if you check it, it's coming in to be consumed. It's not coming in to facilitate industry.
Increase again.
You understand? It's not coming in to facilitate, this person is starting a company. I've seen this person's track record. Let me pump in $3 million, $10 million. It's like, okay, this person is sick. Medical bills, they are sending money. All these things. So we're not brothers keepers and we are extreme consumers. We tend not to be inclined to create.
Because how will you tell me we have all the resources and we're the ones giving these people oil to go and refine and bring it back to us and sell it to us, and now we have Dangote that wants to help us. People are saying he wants to monopolize it.
Exactly.